So today we shall consider this problem. Find the law of the central force under which the curve r to the power n is equal to a to the power n cos n theta can be described. So we have to find the central force under which the curve is described. म्हणजे path त्या कर्वचा path कसा आहे? It is like this: r to the power n is equal to a to the power n cos n theta. So we just use the differential equation for the central orbit. So we have given curve is r to the power n is equal to a to the power n cos n theta. Now we just simplify this because we know that 1 upon r is equal to u, right? And therefore here if we divide this expression by r to the power n, what we get in the left hand side 1, which is equal to a to the power n upon r to the power n, right? So u is 1 upon r. So what is 1 upon r to the power n? It is u to the power n. And therefore here we write left hand side is 1, right hand side is u to the power n into a to the power n cos n theta. So this is what we have, right? Now we differentiate this because to find the central force we have to use the differential equation for the central orbit, and therefore we differentiate this equation 1 with respect to theta. So here you remember that u is a function of r and r is a function of theta. So what is r here? R is the position vector. Suppose the curve is like this, and if we have some point P on that curve, then as usual we have x-axis, y-axis, and from this origin you can join these 2 points, and this is called the radius vector, right? So that is what this r is, and here this is the angle between x-axis and that OP vector, and therefore here r is a function of theta. As we change theta, the value of r gets changed. This radius vector gets changed. Suppose if we take this, the r becomes different. If we take theta this much, so this big angle, r is different. Therefore r is a function of theta, and as we are defining u is equal to 1 upon r, u is a function of r also. So we differentiate this. So here right hand side involves product of 2 functions. One function is u to the power n, other function is cos n theta. A to the power n is constant with respect to theta. So we just differentiate this, and we get derivative. Differentiating with respect to theta, derivative of left hand side is which is constant, so its derivative vanishes, which is 0. A to the power n is constant, so we use product rule to find the derivative of u to the power n into cos n theta. So first function u to the power n into derivative of cos n theta. So it is minus sin n theta. Again take the derivative of this angle, so which is n, plus take the derivative of first function here. It is n into u to the power n minus 1. Second function as it is cos n theta, and again you find the derivative of u with respect to theta. So that is du by d theta, right? And then simplify further. This term is equal to, this is minus, so that this is equal to this one. A to the power n is a multiple, so that is 0. Okay, so this gives this bracket, round bracket, is equal to 0, right? And therefore we get this equality, and you solve for this du by d theta. So du by d theta is equal to u to the power n sin n theta divided by u to the power n minus 1 cos n theta. And here you see that u to the power n, this n minus 1, u to the power n minus 1 vanishes with u to the power n minus 1, and what remains? Only 1. So because this n can be written as n minus 1 plus 1, so only u remains, and therefore this is u sin n theta divided by cos n theta is tan n theta. So this is the first derivative. Du by d theta is equal to u tan n theta. Now again differentiate this equation 2 with respect to theta. So again this u is a function of theta. Use product rule. So take the derivative of first function, right, which is du by dt. Derivative of left hand side is its second derivative. This derivative of u is du by dt, tan n theta as it is, plus now take the derivative of u as it is, take the derivative of tan n theta. So we know that its derivative is sec square n theta, and again take the derivative of angle. So that is n. And now simplify further this. So what is u tan square n theta plus n u sec square n e theta? So what is this? So what is du by d theta? From this, it is u tan n theta. So we substitute that value here. Okay. So you will get u tan theta into tan n theta. So tan n theta becomes twice. So it is square. Tan square n theta plus second term as it is. And now you can take u common from this. And what we have only tan square n theta plus n sec square n theta. So this is the second derivative of u with respect to theta. Now we use these values, second derivative and u, in the differential equation of central orbit. So that is this. Second order derivative of u with respect to theta plus u is equal to f of u. See here, go back. We have seen equation is like this. So here, v square h square like this, and again this one, this one. This is the equation, differential equation. And second derivative plus u is equal to f of u. So this is the central force divided by h square into u square, right? So this is the differential equation we are using, and therefore here we have obtained second derivative. We just put the value here, right? So second derivative is this one plus u as this one, right? Now from this we can take u common, and what we have here, 1 plus tan square n theta. So this one plus this, and plus we separate this. Now 1 plus tan square theta is nothing but sec square theta. So we use that formula and write this as sec square n theta plus n sec square n theta. Now here from this we take sec square n theta common, and what we have only u already is there. So take sec square n theta common, and we get n plus 1. And this can be written in terms of cos. So say n plus 1 u, 1 upon, this is sec square n theta is 1 upon cos square n theta, right? So that is this. But what is 1 upon cos n theta? This is u to the power n, a to the power n. So how this is written? You just go back to the given equation. So what is that? In the example, yes, here 1 is equal to u to the power n, a to the power n cos n theta. So what is 1 upon cos n theta? It is u to the power n, a to the power n. So you are using this equation 1 here, right? So there that's why we have this value, and we put for this 1 upon, we have 1 upon cos n theta. So what is 1 upon cos square n theta? So make it square. U to the power 2n into a to the power 2n. So that is why we are writing this, right? N plus 1 into u as it is. Then this is for 1 upon cos square n, cos square n theta, right? And then if you take, if you apply laws of indices, u into u to the power 2n is nothing but u to the power 2n plus 1. This a to the power 2n as it is. But what is f of u? F of u from that differential equation I have shown. So what is f of u? Again, we go back to that equation so that it will be clear to you. This, right? So what is f of u? Because we need to find central force, which we call it as law of central force. So f of u is equal to what? This s square u square into this bracket, right? So that that we are going to do here. See, S square U square into the bracket, right? And substitute this value of this bracket. So its value is this. So that we have substituted. And then simplify. So here n plus 1 as it is, h square as it is, a to the power 2n as it is, this u square multiplied by u to the power 2n plus 1. So that is u to the power 2n plus 3 by laws of indices. Okay. And further, this can be written as, so what is u? U is 1 by r. What is r? 1 by u is equal to r. You can write from this. And therefore, here u to the power 2n plus 3 can be written as 1 upon r to the power 2n plus 3. Right? So what are here? N is constant, h is constant, a is constant. Therefore, this numerator is constant. And you can write this as constant into 1 upon r to the power 2n plus 3. This central force, law of central force is equal to this constant into 1 upon r to the power 2n plus 3. And therefore, we will be able to write that this law of central force is proportional to, inversely proportional to, because we have reciprocal here, inversely proportional to the r to the power 2n plus 3. So what is r? R is the distance between point O and P. I have shown you that distance, right? So this f of u, central force, is proportional to 1 upon r to the, inversely proportional to r to the power 2n plus 3. Or you can say it is proportional to 1 upon r to the power 2n plus 3, right? So this is the distance between O and a pole, which lie on the path of the curve, r to the power path of the moving path, right? Now we can have another example. The calculations are same, just we change the curve, right? Again, here you have to find the law of central force. And what we have to do, we have to obtain du by d theta, right? So we try to write given expression in terms of u. Then we find its derivative, first derivative, then second derivative. Then we use that differential equation, that is second order derivative of u with respect to theta, plus u is equal to central law of force f of u, right? And substitute those values of second derivative u, and then we see some relation between f of u and r. So see, this is the way of doing this example. So here the curve is this one. Just you simplify what we to simplify this, we make the square on both sides. So after taking square, we get r to the power minus 1. Here a to the power minus 1, and here cos square theta by 2. So r to the power minus 1 is nothing but r, right? And here, yes, you take reciprocal of this equation. So this is 1 upon r, right? This is 1 upon a and cos square theta. And if you take reciprocal of that again, that gives r is equal to a into reciprocal of this cos square theta by 2. So that we are writing. But what is cos square theta by 2? We write the formula. It is nothing but 1 plus cos theta upon 2. And we get this. So r is equal to twice a upon 1 plus cos theta. So what is this? This represents equation of parabola whose pole is at focus, right? Now we have this expression. Now we solve it for u by taking u is equal to 1 by r. So you take the reciprocal of this. So it is nothing but 1 by r is equal to 1 plus cos theta upon twice a, right? And what is 1 by r? 1 by r is u, right? And therefore, from that you will get 2au after taking multiplication. 2au is equal to 1 plus cos theta. And from this expression, we write u is equal to 1 plus cos theta divided by 2a. And now we are in a position to differentiate this with respect to theta, right? So derivative of u is du by d theta. Derivative of 1 by 2, here 2a is constant. So 1 by 2a into write the derivative of 1 plus cos theta. So derivative of 1 is 0, derivative of cos theta is minus sin theta. And therefore we are getting first derivative as minus sin theta upon twice a. Now differentiate this again with respect to theta to get second derivative here. Minus as it is, derivative of sin theta is cos theta, right? 1 by 2a is constant. So this is the second derivative, which is minus cos theta upon twice a. And now consider the differential equation. This. I forget to write u here. Okay. So second derivative of u with respect to theta plus u is equal to, this is the value of second derivative and this is u, right? And you take the LCM. LCM is 2a and take the addition of numerator. So this is minus cos theta plus 1 plus cos theta. So minus cos theta plus cos theta is 0. And we have in the numerator only 1. So d2u by d theta square plus u, this is there. I can write for your understanding purpose. So here I forget to write. So this is u plus this second derivative. And this is equal to 1 upon 2a. Now again using the value of f of u as this, put the value of this which we have determined here. It is 1 by 2a. And you simplify further. So this is h square upon 2a. This is constant, right? Into u square. So again, what is u square? U is equal to 1 upon r, right? So what is u square? U square is equal, will be equal to 1 upon r square, right? And therefore you can write this central law of central force is proportional to 1 by r square, or we can say that it is inversely proportional to 1 by r square. So what is r? R is the distance from fixed point to a point on a path. Okay, so this is the law of force of that curve. Next example, again we have to find the law of force under which the curve r is equal to a cos theta. So again, the way of doing this example is on the same line. So we know that r is equal to 1 by u. So we can write 1 by u is equal to a cos theta, right? And you simplify further. This is 1 is equal to a u cos theta. So here it is u. A u cos theta, right? And now take the derivative. So u is a function of theta and this cos theta is again a function of theta. So to find the derivative of this equation 1, we make use of product rule and get the first derivative. So you will get a as it is, take the derivative of first function, second function as it is, plus a as it is, first function into derivative of second function, and simplify further. So this term is plus, this term is minus, so that you can write this is equal to this is equal to a u sine theta only. So a will disappear, that will vanish, and what remains only du by d theta cos theta equal to u sine theta, and dividing by cos theta, this can be written as du by d theta is equal to u sine theta upon cos theta, that is tan theta. So this is the first derivative. Again differentiate this. To differentiate right hand side, make use of product rule. First function into derivative of second, then second into derivative of first. So you will get this. First into derivative of second, derivative of left hand side is second derivative here. First function into derivative of tan theta is sec square theta. Derivative of first function into tan theta as it is. Right? And then simplify further. So sec square theta, u sec square theta. So what is u? Value of u is in the first equation we have value of u. So here u 1 is equal to a u cos theta. So what is the value of u? U is equal to 1 upon a cos theta. So we use this value of u here and we put that value, right? So du by here, du by d theta, put these values and simplify further. Okay, so again use the relation between sec square theta and tan square theta here, right? So we get this, and after simplification, you will get second derivative as this equation number 3. And again, consider the equation of motion, equation of a differential equation. So that is d2u by d theta square plus u. Okay, substitute the value of second derivative and u here and simplify. We see that it is 2a upon sec cube theta. Right. Now, again using this equation, we have just put the value of second derivative plus u, which is 2a sec cube theta f of u h square u square. And what is f of u? F of u will be this multiplied by 2 upon a, which is here, right? So the 2 h square u square, this a. What is sec cube theta? So sec cube theta. So for that again we go back to equation 1. Yes, u is equal to 1 upon a cos theta, right? So what is 1 upon cos theta? It is sec theta, right? And a is in the multiple, so that will be in the division. So value of u is 1 upon a into sec theta, and use this value here, so that we are getting here, right? And so putting and simplifying, you will get this. So this put here that value in equation 4. So this is sec cube theta is equal to this, and simplify for f of u. So this will be 2a square h square u to the power 5. So this is constant. 2a square h square is constant. And what we see, f of u is proportional to u to the power 5. Or you can use the value of u as 1 upon r, so that u to the power 5 is 1 upon r to the power 5, right? And therefore, this law of central force is proportional to the fifth power of the, is inversely proportional to the fifth power of the distance, right? Now we have this curve, r square is equal to 8 square cos 2 theta. So I think this is the particular case, because we have seen in one of the example, r to the power n is equal to a to the power n cos n theta. So this is the particular case of this. So you can solve it like this. The way is same. So what we see here, law of central force is proportional to 2n minus 3th power of the distance. Then last example is this one. A particle describes the curve r to the power n is equal to a cos n theta plus b sin n theta under the force f to the pole. So here we have to find the law of force, means f of u, capital F of u, you have to determine this. And see that where for what or when this will be a proportional to the square of, not square, any power of the distance or not. Okay, so this is the given curve. Okay, so again we use the relation between u and r. So that is u is equal to 1 upon r, and therefore value of r will be 1 upon u. Therefore r to the power n will be 1 upon u to the power n, and simplify that, we will get this equation 1. Now here, before direct taking derivative, here we first of all take its logarithm on both sides, and you will get, if you apply logarithm on both sides, we will get n into log of u plus log of this, because we have product here. So, and by properties of logarithm, we have plus sign, and log of 1 is 0. Now differentiate this with respect to theta. So n is constant. So what is the derivative of log of u? It is 1 by u. And again, you take the derivative of u with respect to theta. So this is the derivative of first term. Then take the derivative of second term. So its derivative is log of this. Okay. So I have written 1 upon this quantity and take the derivative of this bracket. So derivative of a cos n theta, right? So it is minus a sin n theta. Again, take the derivative of this angle n theta, which is n, and therefore we get first term as this. Second term is this derivative of this b sin n theta is b cos n theta, and write the derivative of n theta, that is n, and therefore we have numerator as this. And then simplify it for du by d theta. So what we have here, this is minus, and if you shift this to plus right hand side, we have this term is positive, this term is negative, and we have numerator as this. And here this n, one of the n will vanish with n, right? And simplify this. So this is u to the power n plus 1. This again differentiate this with respect to theta to get second derivative. First function, you take this as second function and use the product rule. You will get this relation. Then consider this sum of these two terms. You will get finally, after putting, see the calculations in detail, you will get this. And using this differential equation or formula to find law of force, we have this. So substitute the values and simplify. I will not go into the details of the calculation of this example. And see that here f of u is proportional to 1 upon 2n plus third power of r, right? And inversely proportional to 2n plus third power of r. So in this way, we can find the law of central force for a given car. So with this example, I will stop here, and I declare that the fourth unit of this course is completed. And therefore, here I also conclude that one of the paper, that is MAT 403 mechanics number 2, part 2, has been completed. So I will post the notes to Google Classroom so that you will be able to